Guys, it is your girl Lexi, and as promised, I am back at 4:30 for my Nicki Minaj pregnancy tarot card reading. I am going to give everybody like a minute or two to get in, and then we're going to get straight into it. Because I'm going to be honest, during my 2 hour break, I actually made an amazing dinner, and I am ready to eat it. For anybody who wants to know, I made a, oh goodness, what was it called? What is it called? I made a linguine and mussel sauce dinner from scratch. So I see somebody is coming in. I see some people's coming in. So thank you for coming on in. We're gonna wait one more minute and then we're gonna get into it. So I hope everybody is having a great weekend and all of those beautiful things. So while we're doing that, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start speaking to spirit. So spirit, a lot of people are asking, is Nicki having twins? Is she having a boy? Is she having a girl? Shameless plug entry right here, guys. For those who have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you'll know that I did a reading about Nicki being pregnant in May, where I said she was already in her first trimester. So Nicki is nearing, she just entered her third trimester. To be honest with you guys, she's about to enter it, or she has just entered it. And she's going to be giving birth very soon. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of hoping she has a Virgo baby. But for her energy, because she's a Sagittarius, she will probably either have a Virgo baby or maybe a Libra baby to balance her out. So I'm just pulling up the live so I can see the chat. Can you check if her and this man is gonna last? Okay, so Miriam, that's going to be my first question. Since you immediately came in the chat, you have been a great supporter. Thank you so much. I'm gonna ask that question. So Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show if, and I did a reading on this earlier, but that's okay. If Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty are going to last. Again, Spirit, please guide the tarot deck and show if Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty are going to last. Okay, here we go. The Queen of Pentacles. Everything is a business transaction for Nicki. Nicki, just so you guys know throughout this reading, because the Spirit is defining who is who, Nicki is the Queen of Pentacles. She is the ruler of that relationship. So right off the bat, if this relationship ends, it will be because Nicki decides that it ends. King of Wands. He is her equal in her eyes, guys. Get into it, right? So it's kind of weird that I said, hey, this is representative of Nicki. This is representative of Kenneth. She feels like she's the queen of making the money and making the moves, right? He's the queen of, or the king. Ooh, he is the king of keeping everything at home on lock, right? Keeping her on lock, keeping her safe. Look at this, guys. The Nine of Wands is reversed. He has not been living up to his end of the bargain. What that entails is he is not the person who has been doing the things that he needs to do, right? Like, she feels less protected because all of his past secrets, everything like that, he's getting sloppy in the public eye. The Star. Okay, so the Star is right above Nicki. She feels like she needs to be, and I said this in the very beginning, she needs to be the ruler of this relationship. He has a part to play. He hasn't been playing it. The Lovers. Look at that, guys. She loves him. She feels like he has been the person to keep her. He gave her the one thing that she's wanted, right? A child. Now everybody's gonna say, oh, she was pregnant before, she has admitted it, stuff like this. Okay. She has an infinite amount of love, not just because of the child, but because he gave her a child. He didn't talk to her about his own career. He didn't. So there's stuff like that. So the cards are leaning towards yes, they're gonna last, unfortunately. Queen of Cups. She feels secure when she's with him because he's not a celebrity. How many times have we heard Nicki say, oh, well, he isn't on the gram, he isn't in social media. I love that about him. She feels like that's her world. And I'm just reading but this man has no job. Miriam, she should leave him, honestly. He ruined her brand, oh Lord. Miriam is not a fan. Miriam, if you've heard me in my previous readings, I'm not a fan either. I agree with you. Honestly speaking, you're right. He is not what's best for her. Yep, Two of Swords. She feels like if she leaves now, she's going to become that single mother. If she doesn't leave, like you said, he did hurt her brand, but people feel like she's a down ass chick. Does that make sense? Like she picked up a whole nother level of fandom with those girls who were ride or die, because now she's a ride or die. They felt like she lost that street cred with Safari, but with this dude, he is a street dude. He has a rap sheet. She's like, I love him all. He didn't do it. All of this stuff, like all of those hood dreams that y'all, not you all, but everybody talks about. That's what she's living. And the Two of Swords, she's going on blind faith here. She truly feels like this man is from God. This man is meant for her because he came back from her later in life. Hope she's gonna stop showing him to the public eyes because people dragged her. This dude bring drama. You're right. For all you know, he could be a stay-at-home dad. Look at that, the Four of Cups. And you just brought up her. So funny. So you guys know that this live, Miriam, you brought up that her brand is gonna continue to suffer. The Four of Cups, look at that in reverse. The blessings from God, it's in reverse. As long as she's there, she's always going to have that kind of hurt behind it. Did she sign a prenup? Let's ask the question. We'll reshuffle. He's so broken, embarrassing. Let's see. Look at that, guys. The Ace of Cups reversed. Case in point, as long as she stays with Kenneth Petty, she's going to lose. She wants to stay with him for all the obvious reasons. She feels like he's helped her weed out the snakes in the grass, right? He was telling her this person fake, this person fake. And it's not necessarily those people were fake. They were trying to tell her your image, your brand. He was telling her, I know the original Onika. I remember Onika from New York. I remember Onika from this. How these people gonna tell you better than me? Does that make sense? So thank you for that. I just got another question. So the question was, did they sign a prenup? And again, I know you guys are newer to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for clicking all the notification bells, all of the likes and comments that you've left. To be fair, again, in my May reading, I did discuss the prenup, but I will go through the cards again, and then you can fact check me, right? So, Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show if Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty signed a prenuptial agreement. Again, Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show if they signed a prenuptial. Sorry about that, guys. It went to a slight... Okay, guys, sorry about that. It looks like YouTube keeps buffering, so thank you for staying with me. The first card out was the Seven of Swords reversed. So what is this? The Seven of Swords say keep all your energy, keep everything to yourself. So the answer is it looks like she did, but because she left a couple of things behind. It wasn't an ironclad one. In other words, meaning Kenneth stands to get a lot if they ever divorce. King of Cups. Absolutely. He's holding the bag. By her giving birth, and I'm going to move these over just slightly. Actually, there is a marriage certificate. It was uploaded to TMZ and the Blast, Miriam. So there is a marriage certificate. It's valid because they only had so many days to get the license. They had applied for the marriage license like 2 or 3 times. So no, there is a valid marriage certificate. That being said, with the King of Cups is up. He stands to gain a lot in the dissolution of this marriage for the simple fact that they have a child. He is going to use the catalyst of her antics. He is going to use the catalyst of she is a mega superstar who has to travel all the time. So he's going to petition for joint or primary custody, just to give it out to you guys. 9 of Wands. He's the keeper of the gate. So we saw it reversed when it came to how he dealt with her. But with this prenuptial agreement, he's playing it to the tilt, and he is the keeper of the gates. I'm going to be honest. Her team, her legal team, did not do right by Nicki. Yep, look at that, guys. What did I say in the beginning? In the very first tarot pull that I did on this, we established that she was the Queen of Pentacles, and it's reversed. If they dissolve this marriage, she will lose. She will lose financially. He is not under an NDA of sorts, so there's going to be a lot of secrets told. And again, that's where he's the keeper of the castle, because he can tell a lot of those secrets. She really missed the ball. Look at that. The Queen of Cups is reversed. Again, indicative of Nicki being on the losing end of a divorce. It's almost kind of like, I hate to segue to these guys, but it's almost like the Will and Jada. The Will and Jada incident where the bigger star stands to lose more. Look at that. 2 of Swords in reverse, and we just saw the 2 of Swords out in the previous deck again. The 2 of Swords in reverse is basically saying she doesn't have a choice. So remember, going on blind faith, there is no blind faith. There is nothing like that of the sort, for the simple fact she does not have a choice in this. And I'm going to read the comments in just a second. Look at that. The 2 of Cups reverse, which shows health, happiness. Yeah, when this divorce happens, if it happens, guys, it's going to be bitter. It's going to be ugly. It's not going to be amicable, because he's going to use all of his arsenal that we see right here. He's going to use it all. The King of Cups. I just want you to focus on the King of Cups and see how methodical he looks, like he planned it out, right? Let's see. So it says, some other tarot reader said that the baby will actually be an eye-opening experience for her, but I don't know. I made it. Oh, hi, Third. You guys, please take the time to look at Third Eye Divination. I have checked out some of her videos. I've subscribed. I'm a fan. I always support good content, and Third Eye has great content. So, everybody, if you have a moment, once this live ends, please go check her out. Here we go, the Chariot. There's going to be news that's coming of this. Unfortunately, as you guys see, I see 7. I see, a couple of 2s. So, let's see. There's going to be news about this pending divorce. It's almost like we're going to hear something like, oh, the baby saved us. The baby is what made us genuine and a whole. We were having problems because I was frustrated. He was frustrated, and then the baby came. It's going to be something like that, right? And again, because I said that she may be having a Virgo or a Libra, I'm hoping for a Virgo to give her balance, but it kind of feels like she might have a Libra. A Virgo or a Libra baby within the 2 months. That sounds about right. Ace of Pentacles. Guys, if this divorce ever happens, and again, I'm going to pull up the card so you see it. If this divorce happens, he cashed in. He cashed in, cashed out, however you want to say it. This is something that is going to be very beneficial for him. And the Queen of Pentacles, which is Nicki, which I said is representative of Nicki, is definitely going to be on the losing end. So do we have a third question? No problem, third eye. So since there isn't a third question in the chat, I want to raise my own question. So if you guys have been reading the blogs, reading the speculations, there is a funny rumor out that Nicki actually exposed the sex of the baby in her recent video with, what's his name? Tekashi 6ix9ine. There's a scene where they each have a representation color. One has blue, one has pink. It's like cotton candy, I believe. Don't quote me if it's cotton candy or a mini cupcake. I just saw the clip, and she eats one color, he eats another. And you could tell that his tongue was a color. So I'm not gonna like put it out there. It's like, oh, it's definitive until Spirit tells us. So Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show us what the gender, I'm not going to say sex, the gender of the baby is. And one card just tried to pop out, so we're going to see. And if Nicki actually shared the gender of the child. And some people look at how she's carrying, if she's carrying high, if she's carrying low. I think it was very strategic, those pictures, except for the side view. Kind of told you. But here we go. Look at that, guys. The 10 of Wands was reversed. And you see the person walking away with all of the keys, things of that nature. Oh, okay. So the walking away with the keys normally says a sign of defeat. This is the sex of the gender of the child is exactly what Nicki wanted. I'm going to tell you that much right now. Look at that, guy. The 8 of Wands is reversed. So wands are very pointed. Wands show exactly what they are, right? Cup, chalice. Cup, chalice. Think of it that way. I hope this is telling you what it is. Look at the colors of the blue. Everything is reversed. The Queen of Wands is reversed. We have three wand cards out. So I'm going to tell you right now, guys. The speculation was that Nicki is having a girl. We have 3 reverse cards out in wands. Wands are very pointed sticks. And they are reversed. So Spirit is kind of saying, she did tell us. Yep, look at that. The 5 of Swords with feminine energy. Look at the card, guys. Upright, 5 of Swords. Kind of looks feminine, right? With the long hair. Like, this is what she wanted. She wanted a girl. Yep, look at that, guys. The Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So without even going into the 9-card spread, the energy the Spirit is giving says it's a girl. So you heard it here first. If she gives birth to a girl, right? Let's see. Her 5th album. Let's see. Will Nicki be fine at the end without this man? So it is 10 minutes till I'm going to do the final question, which is, because I don't believe in hour-long lives. That's a lot. So we are going to do the final question, and because I saw it first, will Nicki be fine at the end without this man? So Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show us, will Nicki be fine without Kenneth Petty in her life? Hi, Miss Priscilla. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. I just saw your comment. So again, will Nicki Minaj be fine without Kenneth Petty in her life? And I think this is more of a mental question than financial, right, Miriam? So let's focus on her mental and emotional energy, Spirit. Here we go. 5 of Wands. So she feels like she's going to be fighting a lot of battles, a lot of I told you so's if he leaves. As long as he's there, she's proving everybody wrong. If and when he leaves, she feels like she's going to be fighting everybody off. Not necessarily suitors, but people like, I told you it wouldn't last. I told you this. Fighting off that negative energy. The 2 of Wands. She's going to feel lost. She is going to feel lost emotionally because it's going to turn into something internal for her that says, is it me? What about me? Everything is well. Thank you so much, Miss Priscilla. Yep. Look at that. The 3 of Swords. Her heart is really going to be broken. It's going to take her quite a while to get over it. So while most people would be like, ooh, that means, and this might tie into the person's 5th album question, this might mean that she's going to give a lot of great content as far as her music. Her bars or her lyrics are going to be so well intent. I forgot the name of that song, so please forgive me. The one where she says, you see right through me, how do you do that ish? You're going to get that type of quality content from her during that breakup. Princess of Pentacles. Look at that, guys. So the Princess of Pentacles, not only is Nicki going to lose out, the child's going to lose out because it's going to seem as if he doesn't want anything to do with her and he's going to make excuses while he will fight with the child. There's going to be a break, a big break. Does that make sense? So it's going to be a battle where they are not going to co-parent. I'm not sure that that's going to be healthy for anybody involved. 7 of Pentacles. She's not going to be as impassioned for her art and for her music without him, right? She uses her music and her platforms right now as a outlet to tell people how wrong they are and how they're always accusatory and how they didn't believe in her, right? How many times have we heard of that on her radio show, well, her podcast and things like that? And the fact that she doesn't really do interviews anymore, and when she does do interviews, she is very combative. That fuels her cells, that fuels her energy, that passion, right? She had lost her passion for the music business before him because of all of the dramas that were surrounding her life, and this is going to be a catalyst for her. Bad decisions. The decision card is out, and I know Third Eye can definitely co-sign for this. The Tower card, when it's reversed, bad decisions will be made. So if you guys think that she's making bad decisions now, she's going to make even worse decisions when they break, right? It's just going to be bad. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles reversed. So you see your Pentacle cards, her career is going to take a hit. If you don't have that same passion, guys, and if you don't have that same drive, your content is not going to be well. As a content creator, I can tell you and Miss Priscilla, who's been with me forever, she can tell you the same thing. When my heart wasn't in it, when I was just done, I was done. I wasn't doing anything. And that's the energy that's arising from this. Like, he means that much to her that him being out of her life will cause a big negative wave. Look at that, guys. The 2 of Pentacles, the rockiness. It's going to be bad. I hate to keep saying this, but Spirit is saying, if you truly wish the best for Nicki, you want that relationship to last as long as possible, and you want it to be genuine. You want it to get better. You always have to have positive intent, because the cards are saying that I'm not saying she's gonna go the way of like Whitney Houston or nothing, that type of tumultuous crash. But it's gonna be sad to see for her true fans out there, because that strength and that perseverance that you see Nicki having, she's gonna lose. This relationship in her mind, I'm just giving you the energy that I'm feeling off of these cards, is literally saying, like, this is it. If I don't make this work, and I'm so sorry, if I don't make this work, nothing's gonna work. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense. Last card out, the Prince of Wands. In her head, this is her savior. And I think I said that in the tarot spread before. This guy is her savior. This is what makes her her. So, yeah, like I agree with you guys. He is a bad look for her. He's a bad look for her brand. But in her head, she's convinced otherwise. And because she's convinced otherwise, the disillusion of this relationship and this marriage, it's going to cause problems for her mentally and emotionally. So I'm going to go back to my comments. The baby is going to save her. Nicki is blessed. Okay. Hopefully this baby will help her. So I am, even though you don't hear a southern accent until I get really upset, my family is rooted in the South. And because of that, there's a lot of southern sayings and a lot of southern ideology. That being said, you never have a baby to keep a man. And you never have a baby to keep a relationship. This baby can't save her. She has to save the baby. Does that make sense? God is, if you believe in God, and I'm sorry if you don't, I don't mean to influence or push anybody off, but I will say that when God grants you a blessing such as a soul to help nurture and grow on his earth, that's your job. That's your chief role. So while the baby may influence your decisions and how you act accordingly, and it may change things in your life, you're there to guide and nurture that child, not the other way around. I hope that made sense for someone. So it doesn't look like there are any, let's see, other comments. So we're going to wrap this up in the last 2 minutes. Are there any other brief questions that you have, comments you want to share, things that you want to speak about? Oh, that's what I mean. Okay, Miss Priscilla. Me and Miss Priscilla, we have the same ideology on a lot of things. So I hope that, I know if anybody knows, she knows where I'll be coming from with that. So I'm just looking at the comments, making sure I've answered everybody in there. Can you ask about her mom? Woo, okay. So her mom. Oh, that's a deep one. I will do that for you and then we're done. Because as soon as you said her mom, I got a really dark energy. And not saying the woman is dark, she's just surrounded in dark. So, Spirit, please guide this tarot deck and show us how Nicki's mother is taking all of this in. And I'm going to do a 5-card spread on this and the image of a cross, because I really think that she needs that. It's a lot. that will, I can tell you, it's a lot right now. So much so, like, Spirit's like, do you really want to go there? We're going there only because it was asked. And if you see, the cards don't even want to shuffle. That says a lot. Okay, guys, here we go. She lost a lot. So the fact that that card came out, because the Ace of Swords means that victory over hard-fought battles, stuff like that. It's reversed. She has lost a lot. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, well, she lost Nicki's brother because of that court case. And she lost more than that. From what I'm feeling, just feeling the energy I'm feeling right now, Nicki and her aren't in a good place either. fundamentally, there are things that they don't agree with. And that's why I say I see a lot of darkness. Temperance. Mother is patient. She's hoping that this is a fad, that this is a cycle. So you guys wonder, and I know that question was leading to how does Nicki feel about Ken, or Nicki's mom feel about Kenneth. She's patient. A mother knows her child. She feels like she wants her child to wake up. Look at that, guys. The Fool upside down. The mother is not impressed with Kenneth. Straight up. I hope that tells you everything you need to know. Nine of Cups. She's trying to keep everything together. So even though the relationship is strained, because like the energy that I'm feeling is her mom warned her about Kenneth, and not just because his past dealings. A mother just knows it. People very rarely will try to hold somebody's past against them unless they're just that type of person. I don't get that energy. I just feel like the mother sees the ulterior motives because the mother still lived and lives in the old neighborhood. The mother knows stuff. And I can tell you that much. She's trying to keep everything together. She's in the background saying, okay, when this happens, when this break happens, I need to be there. And that's what the Nine of Cups is. And look at that, the world is upside down. So that just absolutely confirms what I said. When that break happens, she knows everything is going to turn, and that mother is trying to be around for it. So I hope that answered your question, Miriam. Side eye on the mama. Yes, her mama saw right through him, right? The mama was like, okay, for real? So you just been waiting all this time. You was just waiting in the cut all this time, right? I feel that type of energy, guys. So I hope that answered everything for you. This live is going a little bit over the time that I like. So with that being said, thank you so much for doing this trial run of lives with me. I think that this turned out great. So what I'll be doing, if I don't do the uploads, I'll be doing more polls. So you guys can say, hey, do a reading on this, a reading on that. While you guys are in the chat, I'm going to let you know about the poll that I will be uploading right after this live ends. And I want to know, do you want me to do a reading on Lake Lanier? Do your research on it before you just say yes. But the hauntings of Lake Lanier and how that affects the city of Atlanta. That's something that gravitated towards me. Also, my Judge Salas video will be uploading tomorrow. I will be finishing working on that tonight. You guys don't see my incense bowls and stuff, but trust me, they're about to get lit because that's going to be a heavy energy. Miss Miriam, be careful what you pray for. And thank you so much, guys. So thank you so much for all the positive energy and being in this live and taking part of it. Thank you, thank you. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Light and love, guys. Bye.